comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? An aggressive attack. Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Player 2 with the life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 is almost dead, but down to the wire. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Jump. Good old slaps. Jumps up. Whiffs the throw. Both fighters planning something. Dashes up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? The shot finds the target. What'll happen here? This unleashes a big damage. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Yes! Drives him back, misses. A jump in, crowns him from above. Reads the jump in perfectly. This reaches some big damage. All in with a rush. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. 100 hands. Player 2 that turns out. The drive impact doesn't work. This is closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Turns the drive gauge. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Just out of range for that throw. Will that drive impact get punished? Feeling out the spacing. Plenty of space going on the offensive? From up above, both fighters planning something? Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Great work finding the opening. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 experiencing burnout. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. So, going on the offensive? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Doesn't let up against the stun. This round may be as good as over. Player 1 has breaks through with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Get powered up. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Perfect parry. That's the counter. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocks that off. Max FA gauge ends the meal, hoping for a good return. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Sumo power. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Comes crashing down. is gonna hurt. Getting up close and personal. Great job. Knocked him out of the air. Sets up with the it is over. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run. Connects with the throw. Jumps. Still slugging it out at this range. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Low heavy. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks with a medium kick. Good job blocking the jump. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Knockdown and... Player 2 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 will look to apply fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Nice parry. Breaks the block with a throw. Come up in with the crosser. Both fighters. This is gonna hurt. Big goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Likes the throw. Is denied. This can lead to some big damage. The jump in is denied. Excellent. Sets up with the jump in. Doesn't take the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. Cross-up attack. They're going for the super art. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Can they make the most of it? Nothing stops this train. Amazing! Clutch anti-air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Sets up with the jump in. They're in range. We gotta knock them out of the air. Don't stretch the needles. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Throw whip. Jump in, finds the mark. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Taking stock. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Whiffs the throw. Gets the jump in. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Motion baits out the attack and gets the punish and wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Parries the attack. A parry? Jumps up. Not having the crossover. Blocks it well. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who hits them with a stopping block. Jump, sees them coming and shrugs it off with a super armor. Balance from above. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. What'll happen here? Risky up close, sets up with the jump in. Jumps! This can lead to some big damage. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Expect to see some fireworks. Who will come out on top in this final round? Nails it! Shrugs that off! A jump in? What connects with the throw? What next? The drive impact doesn't work. Solid anti-air. Big super armor use. Clutch parry. A real test of nerve kick. Jump in pain. Raw super hard incoming. They're in limp. Can this drive bring them back? What are you jumping in for? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that one back. Nice hit. The throw missed. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Burnout is triggered. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Steps back to start things off. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Clean parry. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Knockout and KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Not a good decision. Player 2 will be in the world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop it. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Snipes them out the air. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Super art out of nowhere. Blocks the low heavy. Throws them to negate the block. Sees them coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Puts the super armor to good use. Hits them with a stopping blow. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without hurt. Uses a gauge for a super armor. Going in. Player 1 is in a burnout activate. Both fighters planning this can lead to some big damage. Low heavy. Threads it cleanly. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Jumps in. Oh my god, what a throw test. Genius read with that throw escape. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Oh, Kong reads the jump in perfectly. Holy, shrugs that off. Yes, sir. More gas, more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Spends it all on the super. Not just one bit about it.
Now you know history.
Player 2. Oh, yo, rock super hit. Oh, damn. Super hit. All over. Oh, so close. The next moves are gonna be crucial. There's a burnout. So heavy out of nowhere. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Definitely shuts out the jump. Goes for the command grab. Gets a chance with that jump in. All right. Still slugging it out here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. All right, what's coming up next? Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Life lead opens up. KO! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. That's the jump in they were looking for. You always look up when they're cornered. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Rejects the corner and hits them with a stopping blow. Good old slaps. This Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. Going in, the low kick hits. Crowns them from above. Can they use their resources? Oh, now that is a punish. Burns out. The low. Player two. Oh, in with the rock. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Ryu wins.
Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Combo with the target combo. Parries the projectile. Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Burnout is triggered. Knockdown. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Checks him with the projectile. Taking stock. And the throw ends the round. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Stops the attack by using the drive parry. The jump-in is denied. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Jump. Scrapping perfect parry. How will they follow up? Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Experiencing burnout. A parry? Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Cross-up attack. Jump. Tries to act quickly, but what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hits the drive. The last round. It's now or never. Bricks out the blade to creep up. Player two needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Slow, heavy, but no go. Knockdown and all in with the rush. Going in. Connects with the throw. Okay, drive rush. Ooh, does him dirty. Links it. Reads the jump in perfectly. What are they gonna do? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Defies gravity with the reverse. It's clutch anti-air. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Drive parry. All in with with the rush! Throws him! I can't rushes in! Answers with a fireball! No heavy! What will be the follow-up here? In! Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win!
Round one.
It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Plus parry! Very slick with the combo! From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Big, low, reaching heavy. Brushes off the impact. Gets the jump in. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Both fighters are barely alive. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Overdrive art? Time's the only thing moving here. Knockdown and Player 2 finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The throw whips. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. The low block! What'll happen here? Clutch anti-air. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Player all the throws connects. What are they gonna do? Drive rush. Parry connects. Doesn't touch the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnt. Goes for the super art. Gets the jump in. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Grabs them. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Pops them with a shorty. Taking stock. Player 2 can't use any more drive with us super art. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Checks him with the projectile. That drive impact doesn't get through. Hits him with a stop and buys. Smart play with the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What'll happen here? Very slick with the combo. Yo, put that away. Are we gonna see a comeback? What in there? Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Had the radar up and running. Starts off zoning with fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. squeezes the gauge. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Taking stock. It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? Fires off and shoots through Hadouken. Knockdown and... to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Blocks across a good read. Blocks it well. Does the math, shows their work, and busts out the drive parry. Player 1 just goes for it at this range. Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Ryu Slump.
Bet that hurt.
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jumps. Big blows. Jumper. This is gonna hurt. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Those fighters need to find a bit of OD spice there. Forward rush. Closes the distance. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? The low. Rose! Take a seat! Knocked him out of the air. Not so bad. It's enough! Player 2 is gonna be what?
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jump. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. The low heavy hits. Staves off the crossup. Parries the attack and... a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. The attack is parried. Takes a trip. Dashes. A parry? The pressure is so getful. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps? Are we going to see some fireworks? big, low-reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Decides to puff up while they can. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jumps in. Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. The low block! Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Blocks the low kick. The jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Closes it out. Player 2 brings